Okay, we're going to be looking at the quadratic formula. Now, this is something that you should already be familiar with. So let's look at our basic, quadratic equation is in basic form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And a, b and c are constants, and a cannot be equal to 0, otherwise it would no longer be a quadratic equation. And the quadratic formula is that x equals minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4a c over 2a. Now, you can prove the quadratic formula by using completing the square, and that is what we're going to do. So, I've got a new blank sheet. So, let's look at our formula. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Now let's divide through by a. So x squared plus b over a, x plus c over a. And that equals 0. Now let's do completing the square. Let's complete the square. So it's going to give us x plus b over 2a squared minus b over 2a squared plus c over a equals 0. Now, let's do some rearranging here. We want the right hand side to have a single, to be as a single function. So that is, so let's have ax plus b over 2a squared, and let's move these terms over to the right hand side. So we're going to have a plus, so it's going to be b over 2a, that's still squared, minus c over a. Now, let's tidy this up a little bit. So it's 4a minus c over a, and let's make this into one fraction. So it's going to be b squared a minus 4ac over 4a squared. And if we tidy that up some more, we're going to have, we can cancel out the a's, so we're going to have b squared minus 4ac over 2 over 4a squared. That's going to be squared. Now, so that is, I'll go start ending just so I can, because it'll get confusing. So this is equal to that. Now we're going to square root this, the square root of the right hand side. So a plus b over 2a must be the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared, which is going to be b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And then we are going to therefore have x is going to equal, and that's going to be plus or minus because we've square rooted it. X is going to be minus b over 2a plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, and I'm running out of space, I'm going to put it over here, which then, putting it under one fraction, is going to be minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is the quadratic formula. And it's well worth working it through yourself just to get a handle of it all. Now let's do an example. Now one of the problems with the quadratic formula, it looks easy, it's like just plugging in numbers into an equation. However, it's really easy to get yourself in a muddle with signs and taking square roots, so don't be nervous about writing lots of steps. It's better to write lots of steps than to get it all wrong at the beginning, because you haven't. So x equals minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So let's slot numbers in. So that's minus 3. Minus 3 is going to become plus 3, plus or minus 3 squared is 9, minus 4 times 6 times minus 2 all over 2a. 2 times 6 is 12. So 3 plus or minus 9 minus 3. Let's see what that is. So 4 times 6 times minus 2 is going to give us minus 48 over 12. Now 9 minus 48 is going to be 9 plus 48, which is 56, so it's going to be 3 plus or minus the square root of 57, over 12. The square root of 57 is going to be something horrible, so the answer will be 3 plus the square root of 57 over 12, or 3 minus the square root of 57 over 12, and that gives us the three significant figures 0.879 or minus 0.379, and that's the quadratic formula. That helps in my calculator.